Bajčetić or not. So let's start with the fact that Liverpool are selling all their youth prospects. Liverpool sold Ben Doak, Liverpool sold Gerard Kwansai. They might even sell Harvey Elliott at this point. Here's my take on this situation. Liverpool should stop releasing. This is not a good thing in terms of squad depth because there are so many games coming up. Liverpool need as many front players as they. Welcome to another episode of Backpass Tactics. We build backwards and transition forward because every goal begins with building from the back and passing forward. So today we're going to be speaking about Liverpool. We're going to be talking about why is Liverpool letting go of all their youth prospects. We're going to be talking about the Konaté situation, why I think Liverpool should sign Marc Guehi, why I think Isak is still needed even though Ekitiké has also been signed by Liverpool. We're also going to be talking about Chiesa and what my thoughts on Chiesa are. Having three left backs, Tsimikas, Robertson and Kekes, what my solution for this is, and how many seasons does Alisson have in him, and should Liverpool keep Stefan Bajčetić or not. So let's start with the fact that Liverpool are selling all their youth prospects. Liverpool sold Ben Doak, Liverpool sold Gerard Kwansai. They might even sell Harvey Elliott at this point. Here's my take on this situation. Liverpool should stop releasing all their youth homegrown players. Releasing these academy born and bred players affects the academy players in the sense that if you look at the under-20 squad, you look at the under-17 squad, they don't have a reference point of getting motivated in the sense that they know that even if they get promoted, they won't make the first team of Liverpool. They might be sold when their stock prices go up. So selling your youth academy players that you promoted demotivates the academy players because they know that they don't stand a chance of being in Liverpool's first 11. And even if you can see the current first 11 of Liverpool, there's a shortage of homegrown players. Liverpool has so many foreign players. I think in the first 11, there's not more than 2 English born and bred players. And in as much as it's all about which player performs better, but you need homegrown players in your squad because this will motivate the youth academy players knowing that there is a succession plan. They have a chance of going into the first team of Liverpool. Let's also dissect the Konaté situation. Apparently, there's a situation whereby Konaté and Liverpool are still trying to negotiate his new contract. Apparently, allegedly, Konaté doesn't want to renew his contract and his contract is elapsing soon. And we all know what happened with the Trent Alexander situation. Trent Alexander-Arnold left Liverpool on a free deal. Liverpool should try and avoid this situation with Konaté. And now that the World Cup is approaching, I feel as if Liverpool have bargaining power. They can do one of 3 things. Either tell Konaté to sign the contract or stay on the bench, or sell Konaté and replace him with another player, or force him to sign the new contract. If he decides to not sign the contract, they should sell him or bench him. And this will affect him because the World Cup is approaching. Every player wants to play now because the World Cup is approaching. And Konaté knows that if he doesn't play that many games, he won't make the France first 11. And already we know that Konaté is not a regular first 11 player for France. So there are situations whereby Konaté doesn't make the first 11 of France. So Liverpool have the World Cup coming up as a bargaining power for the Konaté situation. Let's talk about Marc Guehi. Should Liverpool sign Marc Guehi? My opinion is that Liverpool should sign Marc Guehi because Konaté seems as if he might not sign the new contract and Liverpool need a solid partner for Van Dijk. Recently, Liverpool signed a young centre-back, but this young centre-back is not the next first team player for Liverpool. I feel like the young player is a long-term project. So Liverpool need a defender like Marc Guehi right now because of the Konaté situation, also because of the centre-back depth. If you look at Liverpool right now, they have 4 quality, tried and tested, experienced centre-backs. We have Van Dijk, we have Konaté, we have Gomez, and we have the young centre-back that we recently signed. So Liverpool should add Marc Guehi because the young centre-back that we signed is a long-term project. If anything happens to Van Dijk or Konaté, you know that Marc Guehi can be in the team. Because the problem with Gomez, you can't count him as a centre-back because he also deputizes on the right-back position and Gomez has injury problems as well. Let's also talk about Isak. Why I believe Isak should be signed by Liverpool even though Ekitiké has been signed by Liverpool. I feel as if Isak is needed at Liverpool because Isak and Ekitiké can play together. One of those players can drift wide. If Liverpool sign Isak, either Isak or Ekitiké can drift in the wing position, and one of them can be the number 9 player. So you can have a front three list of Ekitiké, Isak, and Salah. So one of them between Ekitiké and Isak can be the number 9. The other player can play on the other wing. So I feel as if Liverpool need Isak for squad depth, because right now the only player in the front three who's on the bench and could be a potential super sub is Chiesa only. All the other players on the bench who are wingers and strikers are young prospects who aren't tried and tested. These are players who are long-term projects. So if, for instance, Salah gets injured or Gakpo gets injured, the only person who's experienced on the bench right now is Chiesa. And this is not a good thing in terms of squad depth, because there are so many games coming up. Liverpool need as many front players as they can. If you look at other teams like Chelsea has a lot of front three players. Liverpool need at least 2 players in each position, 2 senior players in each position. As of right now, the front three players, we don't have 2 positions. We don't have 2 players, for each position. Let's also talk about Chiesa. I feel as if Liverpool should give Chiesa another chance. Liverpool should give Chiesa another season at Liverpool. If you saw the last game that Liverpool played, Chiesa came in as a super sub and he scored. And if you look at last season as well, Chiesa didn't play as many games for Liverpool, but when he comes on, he makes an impact. I'm not saying that Chiesa will be the starting winger for Liverpool, but in terms of squad depth, I believe Chiesa should stay on the bench and should be a super sub for Liverpool. If we get rid of Chiesa, then we won't have any bench players who are senior and experienced on the bench in terms of front three players. So Chiesa should stay at Liverpool. He should get more chances. I believe Arne Slot should play him more. He needs at least 20 to 25 minutes per game so that he gets used to how Liverpool play. He gets used to being on the team, because if someone like Gakpo or Salah gets injured, he has to replace those players. And if he doesn't play as many minutes as he should, then he won't have match fitness. Let's also unpack the left back issue at Liverpool. Right now, Liverpool has 3 left backs. We have Tsimikas, we've got Robertson, we've got Kekes. I believe one of those 2 left backs between Tsimikas and Robertson, one of them should be let go, because you can't have an old, experienced player being the 3rd left back option. I believe Liverpool should sell Tsimikas, because at his age, he should be playing regularly. And now that Liverpool signed Kekes and Robertson is the backup left back, I feel as if Tsimikas won't have as many minutes at Liverpool. Looking at his age, he should be playing right now. He's at that age whereby he's approaching his peak and he should be playing regularly, or at least being a super sub. But with the introduction of Kekes and having Robertson as people you are competing with, this stops Tsimikas from getting proper game time at Liverpool. Let's also discuss the Alisson issue. How many more seasons does Alisson have in him? If you look at Liverpool recently, they signed another goalkeeper, and this goalkeeper is coming in as a long-term replacement for Alisson. So maybe the first 2 seasons, I'd say Alisson can be the first choice goalkeeper for Liverpool this season and next season. And then after that, maybe we can gradually decrease the number of games that Alisson plays, or potentially sell him, because the new goalkeeper that's coming in is from Valencia, and he's a good goalkeeper. He's young, he's energetic, he has energy. I believe that goalkeeper in the next 2 or so seasons, he should start having more game time. And I know Liverpool signed him as a replacement for Alisson, and they signed him as a goalkeeper that has to compete with Alisson. Because we know that in order for a team to play well, in order for a team to be at the top, they have to have competition. Every position has to have competition. And if you look at the previous seasons, Liverpool's goalkeeping issue was that Alisson was the first choice goalkeeper. The second choice goalkeeper was Kelleher. So Alisson knew that if he didn't step up, Kelleher would be the first choice goalkeeper for Liverpool. And Kelleher actually got many minutes as a second goalkeeper at Liverpool. So I believe the new goalkeeper should also get similar minutes to those that Kelleher played for Liverpool. So Alisson can be the first goalkeeper for Liverpool in this season and next season. After that, the new goalkeeper should be the first choice, because Alisson is aging and you need a fresh goalkeeper. Let's also talk about Bajčetić. Bajčetić is one of the young promising players that Liverpool has. He shined under the Klopp era. After that, he was battling with a lot of injuries, and Liverpool loaned him out several times. He went to Austria. He went to the La Liga. I believe this season, Bajčetić should come back to Liverpool and not be loaned out. he should be a backup number 6 for Gravenberch, because Gravenberch and Bajčetić play the similar type of number 6 roles. They are ball playing number 6 players. And then Endo can come in for those games that need physicality. But Bajčetić could be the second option for Liverpool in the number 6 role. So when Gravenberch is injured, you have Endo and Bajčetić competing for that position. And Bajčetić is better than Endo in terms of ball playing. He's a better ball playing number 6. So Liverpool can make use of Bajčetić this season. Liverpool should not sell Bajčetić this season. That's it, folks. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share with family and friends. I'll be right back like Reece James, hopefully not injured and having proper vocal cords.